Welcome back to our coverage of Eagles football. We have reached the half between AU and Tiffin. It's time for our Eagles profile segment, and for that, we welcome in junior running back Ty'aris Stevenson out of Cincinnati, Ohio, Withrow High School. He wears number 1 on his Ashland jersey. Ty, we welcome you back to our broadcast. We've talked to you a number of times. Always great to catch up. And, well, let's start with a big win against Ohio Dominican last Saturday. Get your overall thoughts on the victory. It was a hard-fought game for a while, and then you guys seemed to own the second half.
Yes, sir. We knew we were a better team. You know, we just had to come together, especially coming out of halftime, get our heads right and come out and play to the ability that we know that we're able to play. So, yeah.
What did you think was the turning point there in terms of just kind of taking control of that game time?
Just camaraderie, like I said, we came together and we came out of halftime fired up, ready to play. I feel like ODU, they came ready to play too, but like I said, we know we're the better team and we played to our capabilities, which allowed us to, play harder in the second half.
Now, obviously, you're not on that side of the ball, so it might not be fair to ask, but defensive adjustment seemed to make an impact in that game. From your perspective, just kind of watching what was going on, what did you think the key was defensively that AU changed to sort of shut them down in the second half?
Honestly, just, them playing like they know how to play and trusting Coach Rose every play call that he makes and, them going out and doing what they know how to do individually and as a team. So, yeah.
Well, 12 carries for you, Ty, in that game, 82 yards, and you had a 25-yard touchdown run, which I know you had to love that run because they opened up a big hole for you and you were able to bust through there, and that's what all running backs want to do. But that was a nice drive and a nice play to cap that drive. But just how did you feel running the ball Saturday?
I felt pretty confident. I felt good, especially going into the game. I knew that, just based off how my body felt that I was ready. So, yeah, it felt good getting that, like you said, every running back want to bust through the hole and get that type of run. So, it felt good. Love the old lineman.
You've got some sneaky quick speed, Ty. We all know that from watching you the past 3 years. But when you could get that first step into the second level, what goes through your mind?
Run, don't get caught. Just don't get caught. Whatever I do, don't get caught.
That was your 6th touchdown. That's the most of any GMAC running back. I don't know if you know that or not, but you lead the league in touchdowns scored, which I know you just want the W's, but that's a nice stat to have.
Yes, sir. Like you said, the wins are all that matter. And, if I can keep doing what I'm doing and score more touchdowns, that feels good too. So, yeah.
Hey, some of our followers on YouTube know we just talked to you guys about the running back room here with the Eagles, and Lando Camara and Wiltrell Hartson and yourself and some of the other guys who rotate around, and you guys split up the carries. And like we said, Saturday was kind of your day, but any given Saturday, any of you guys can kind of take the lead. And I know it's kind of an interesting dynamic, and just wonder if you could sort of express that to the fans and how you guys kind of share the wealth.
It keeps us healthy. It keeps us fresh. It keeps our legs fresh, and it helps us play to our best capabilities. We all love each other. We all root each other on when we do something good. So, just to know, like, none of us are looking to, be selfish. We're team players. Selflessness, that's one of our 6 character traits, and we take pride in that.
You guys, obviously do your homework when you're being recruited and everything, and I'm sure that was something you noticed about AU when you were thinking about coming here. And was it sort of an aspect that kind of appealed to you?
Yes, sir. Coming in my freshman year, before me it was Larry and Gio, and I knew that there was a multiple back rotation, even though when I was in high school it was a single back rotation. And I know it was different going into college, so I knew what to expect. And I came in with an open mind, and, at the end of the day, I'm going to just do the best that I can do to help the football team.
We're visiting with Ty'aris Stevenson of the Eagles, and we'll continue our conversation in just a moment. We'll take this time out on the home of Eagles football, Fox Sports 1340. Continuing our conversation with Ty'aris Stevenson of the Eagles. He's a junior running back out of Cincinnati, and Ty, a big week coming up against Tiffin. Of course, that game is at the half as we play this interview. But I thought it'd be interesting to tell the fans kind of how you and the team gear up for a game like this, starting, basically as soon as the previous game is over. Kind of take me through a typical week of prep for you?
Okay. After the game, we move on to the next. We respect our opponent. We move on to the next opponent. We watch film. We leave whatever team we played the previous day in the past, and we put our all into whoever we got the next week. And then this week is Tiffin. So we beat ODU. We leave that in the past, and we focus mainly on Tiffin and prepare for them.
Going into the week, you guys hit the practice field on Tuesday, and you go pretty hard all the way through Thursday before a walkthrough on Friday, and then you get ready for the game. But what are kind of the building blocks to get ready to play an opponent?
Scout team, our scout team has to give us a good look, the best look possible, because even though we're watching things on film, it's different. There's a different dynamic when you come out and practice, and the scout team is giving us a good look. It's as similar as it can be, to their actual team. So, that's the biggest thing, our scout team giving us a good look so we can be prepared on Saturday.
I know a lot of times you guys will say, and I think it's true, we worry about ourselves. We want to be the best version of our team. But like you said, you have to kind of know what they might throw at you and maybe what you have to be ready for on Saturday. It's kind of a tough balancing act, isn't it?
Yes, sir, and that's why scout team plays just a big part. Seeing what blitzes are coming, the quarterback making the right reads, seeing like what different stunts the D tackles are doing, and just seeing that in practice and it translating to the game is a big deal for us as a team.
Ty, as we mentioned, you're in your junior season. You're an experienced back now. You played a lot of college football. Where do you think you've made some strides this year, and what are you hoping to accomplish as the season goes along now?
Just from a personal perspective, the game has slowed down for me, so I'm using that to my advantage, and just going forward, just keep playing on my best capabilities. Not going down on the first hit. Finishing runs when I'm in an open stride in the open field. Just things like that. So, yeah.
Off the field, Ty, I know you're in supply chain management here at Ashland. What's going on off the field and in your academic pursuits? How are things going, and what are you planning to do as you continue to work toward your degree?
Things are going good. They're looking good for supply chain management. It's a very broad field. It's not too hard to find a good job. So just going forward, I'm going to stay focused on that and get my degree and hopefully keep playing football, and if not, then go into that field.
Ty, we appreciate the chance to catch up with you for a few minutes. Congratulations on a big game against ODU, and we hope all that continues as we head down the home stretch in the conference race.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, that is Ty'aris Stevenson. Join us here on our halftime spotlight. Stay tuned. We'll have more to come from Tiffin in just a moment, including a look at the first half stats. That's when we continue in just a moment on the home of the Eagles, Fox Sports 1340.